you ever imagined how it would be to live in two different forms in a single lifespan? It's a wonder in itself. And to witness such a wonder, all you have to do is pack your bag and go to Beluvai to watch mesmerizing butterflies. Here you can meet Mr. Samilan Shetty, who will give you a tour around his beautiful butterfly park.
During my childhood days, I spent most of my free time, roaming in the paddy fields, looking for birds. I enjoyed every living organism, whatever I came across in the field. In the backyard itself, we had a stream near our house. But my special interest for butterflies grew when I was allotted a project on study of local butterflies by my zoology HOD. And then later I did my hotel management, and then again I went for work outside, and I came back again. I got a job in Mangalore as a lecturer. During my free time, I used to photograph butterflies and document them. And for identification purpose, I had to go for a book on Indian butterflies. It was written by Isaac Chemical. In that book, he mentioned how you can attract butterflies in your home garden. So I was inspired to start the butterfly park after reading that particular book. And we initially put up a sample piece. We got some cuttings. We collected that. We collected some seeds in the wild. We all planted in about 10 cents of land. So naturally the butterflies get attracted there. So there are 4 stages in the life cycle of the butterflies. The first stage is the egg, the second is the caterpillar, the third is the pupa, and from the pupa the adult butterfly emerging out. Normally when we talk about conservation in India, we talk about bigger animals. We talk about bigger animals like tigers or elephants, it might be, or rhinoceros, but very less is spoken about or done about butterflies. For the butterfly population to sustain, one thing is that you require the host plants, where the butterflies come and lay eggs on that, where the caterpillar feeds upon it. So the second is that the presence of the nectar plants, which are naturally found, and we have been increasing the number of the nectar plants also for the support the adult stage of the butterfly. So every butterfly has got its own host plant to lay the eggs. So if I am telling some of the common host plants which you can also plant at your home gardens is the curry leaf plant, the any citrus species, the false ashoka or the Polyalthia longifolia. Then apart from that, the common ones like cinnamon, which attracts about 2 species of butterflies, the common bluebottle and common mime. The curry leaf attracts about 2 species again, the common mormon and the lime butterfly. And if you take false ashoka, its host plant for 3 species, common jay, common bluebottle and tail jay. So 3 butterflies lay eggs on that. So apart from that, the cashew nut plant is also host plant for red spot duke and also the common baron. The mango is host plant for the common baron butterfly. So all these are naturally found in our area. So let me just tell you what is the importance of butterflies in nature and why we need to conserve them. First and foremost importance is that they act as bioindicators in nature. They act as indicator organisms in nature. They tell how rich is your environment. So for example, if you have a thriving butterfly population, especially the species like the Malabar banded peacock, so that is an indication of a healthy ecological system. So then apart from that, you have butterflies, many other butterflies which are uncommon, and some of them are rare. And when you have good number of these butterflies, that means your environment is rich and healthy and sustaining. So if these creatures are less seen, then that's that's an indication that the forest is been destroyed and the environment is not actually healthy. And apart from that, they help in pollination. They are the 3rd largest pollinators in the world, first being the bees and then being the wasp. So they also play a wonderful role in pollination. So if you have to eat something, whether fruits or vegetables, then that has to be pollinated first and then only can be produced. So if these creatures are vanished from this earth, then we are also going to follow them soon. So that we need to keep in mind. So that is the reason why we need to conserve these small creatures. So this organization was started in the year 2011, and our aim here is to conserve the butterflies of the Western Ghats and also to educate people about butterflies, especially the younger generation, and for them to understand about nature and the importance of the butterflies played in this environment. So the total land area is 7.35 acres, and we have about 3.5 acres of secondary forest which is engulfed with Hopia ponga trees, as you can see. This is untouched from more than 40 years now, and the remaining area, what we have done, as I mentioned earlier, we have propagated more nectar plants as well as host plants. So a forest like this is very much needed for the butterfly and other wildlife population to sustain. Every year also we conduct awareness program for students. We take them in the field, we take them for a walk, we show them the butterfly eggs, caterpillars in the natural habitat, so they will get to learn about butterflies, what happens actually in the nature, and also they get a practical exposure as far as the knowledge of butterflies is concerned. And then also we show them the butterflies nectaring, and we also explain them in the field how they form an important part of this environment and what is the importance of butterflies in nature. And before that, we also give them a presentation on butterflies where they get that theoretical knowledge about butterflies and how they are linked to nature. So all these are also told also theoretically as well as practically, so that they can understand it better. We need to train this younger generation especially, because they are the one who are going to spread the message of awareness, and that will also help. Butterfly conservation, it's not about one man's job or a team doing it. So all of them, when there's an involvement, so you can obviously come up with the wonderful results.
Sometimes we fail to recognize the beautiful creatures around us and appreciate their presence. In such a scenario, it's a blessing to have people like Sammilan Shetty who are working for the conservation of butterflies as a hobby.